Hey, everybody, welcome to another session of Pastor Doug's virtual VIP midweek Bible study. As you can see, my ministry partner is actually right now he's flying, and he and his family took his mom to the Rose Tournament of Roses Parade in California, Pasadena. I was there well over 20 years ago. It's really, really neat. They had a wonderful time. Maybe we can get him to give you an update when he gets back into town. He's flying in today, and so he'll be with us on Sunday and everything. But that's where Pastor Tall Doug is. And I'm excited to talk to you because I love the time of year, this change of the year, and we're kind of put stuff behind us. There's lots of New Year's resolutions that are going on around the world. It's interesting to watch all that happen, and I'm excited to talk to you. I'm going to be beginning a new series talking about resetting your life. And to me, this is always a good time of year to do something like that because people are thinking about what they did or didn't do, or what happened, or what they accomplished or didn't accomplish in the previous year, and they're always looking for a new start. And I did a message on Sunday about the hand that you were dealt. Just kind of looking at this is kind of where I am. We cannot improve or make any changes if we don't first identify where we are. And that was a big part of my thinking is, where am I in my life? What do I want to work on? I'm going to give you a breakdown this Sunday talking about those things in detail. I'm really excited about it. A little concerned. I know we got a snowstorm that's heading our way, and we just talked about that in a staff meeting about how we're going to prepare for that and how we're going to notify everybody. And I will tell you, make sure you check online or our website or with Facebook to make sure that we are having services on Sunday. It takes a lot for us to cancel, but we have on occasion had to do that. So please make sure you check before you head out, or try to call in. We'll see what we can do with an answering machine or something like that to let you know. But in lieu of that, hopefully we don't have the weather, and I can get into this message series I'm talking about, excited about resetting your life and just kind of beginning again. And what does that take? I'm going to get into detail on Sunday about what that takes to actually do that, and what things you're looking at. I'm going to give you a chart of areas that you can be thinking about, and maybe you can check off on your own things that you want to maybe take a look at yourself. But we always need to be looking at, how can I improve? What can I do better? What's my life all about? How has my life gone the way I wanted it to, and how hasn't it gone the way I wanted it to? So we have all of these different variables playing out in our lives and in our systems, and we got to figure out what we want to do and how we want to do it. So I don't know if you think that way or not. That's the way I think. We just had a staff meeting, and one of the things we did is we kind of debriefed on how we did for Christmas and Christmas Eve service and how all of that went. And we talked about, we ran out of the cookie packs that we give out on the way out the door. So we need to have less cookies in each pack, but more packs. And so, that's just one of the things we talked about. But we're just reviewing how we do things and how can we do it better. And I think you should be doing that in your life. Are you as close to God as you would like to be? What would it take to get closer to God? What would it take to read His Word, to know more about that? We have these Bible reading programs we're doing that we encourage you with, and you can get contacted every day through an email about the next step for your reading and everything, and to try to gather more information and more God's Word. Get it in, not only in your heart, but in your head, so you know what God's trying to say to you, how He wants us to build our lives, what He wants us to be thinking about, how He wants to partner with us on everything that we do. And I think it's also a great time to rekindle and recreate some of our relationships that maybe we didn't spend as much time on. Robin and I got into this mindset years and years ago about investing in people, investing time in other people. And I love to do that. And I've done that through the years. It has been so extremely rewarding. You know what? I'm going to give you a tip. I'm going to tell you something. I've had an occasion, and it started, 30 years ago or so with me, where I realized that investing in people is kind of a big deal. And I was a young man with a young family, and I had business thing, lots of things going on, very busy. But I decided, and Robin and I decided, to do an investment in my grandparents, my grandma and grandpa Hurlbert, which were my mom's mom and dad. Now, I'm a busy guy. I had a lot going on, didn't have a lot of time to spare and to spend with them, but I decided to make more phone calls to make myself more available, going to their house. I went down to their house and put in a new kitchen for them with them. I mean, they helped and all that, but it was fun spending that time. And I can remember this one thing that I did for my grandfather, and he was an old school guy, and he was born in, oh, maybe 1898 or something like that. You know, an old guy, great guy. But I gave Grandpa Hurlbert the key to my front door at my house. That, because they would come and they would visit and stay, but he generally stayed with my mom. Well, my mom got upset and said, "Why are my mom and dad staying at your house?" I said, "I don't know. I guess they like it better. I don't know." But I welcomed them, and I made a big deal about him being around. We shortly after that went to California, and before Grandpa Hurlbert actually died, he was in California. He flew to California to spend time with me and my family. And I can remember I was driving a truck then. I had a delivery business, soil business. I was delivering, and I had this big dump truck. And Grandpa wanted to go with me, but he was very sick with cancer, couldn't hardly even walk. And I can remember taking Grandpa with me, and I'd lift him up and put him in the front seat of that truck, and he would drive around. He talked the whole time, telling stories, and I'm making deliveries and talking with people and dumping loads and going back and loading up again. And every time I get back in the truck, he'd talk. We stopped at McDonald's to have lunch, and I picked him up and I carried him into the restaurant. And I'm so glad that I invested that time in my grandparents. And through my life, I've chosen to do that with various other people. It is so extremely rewarding. So I'm encouraging you, and I'm started out to talk about couples, but I'm encouraging you to look at that spouse that you have and make a decision that you want to reinvest in them. Make them feel like they matter. Let them know that you love them, that they're really important. We get lazy about that. We just do. And guys, you're really bad at that. We get busy and we're watching football and all this kind of stuff, and they're cooking and making things and keeping house and doing work and carrying kids. They're doing all kinds of stuff for us that we just take for granted, but they're always there. And I'm so grateful for my wife. You should be for yours as well. Work on those relationships. Then you got your kids. Make a reinvestment in them, in their lives. It's so interesting. My granddaughters will come over to our house, and I think they're like 12. I'm not sure. They're right around 12 years old. I don't know. But I'd like to talk to them about school and what they're interested in. And it's interesting the look that they give me, like, really? You really want to know? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know how life is for you. I think one of the things that we can do this year moving forward is make a commitment to be better people, to be a better husband, to be a better friend. I want to be a better pastor for you. I want to be somebody that you can count on. I want to be somebody that you know is there for you when and if you might need me. Let's make those efforts. Let's do those things in the next few weeks. Let's make that adjustment. I really want you to see and hear this message I have coming, Resetting Your Life. I think it's going to be a very impactful time in these next few weeks as we spend together. I want to say thank you for a whole year of devotion and kindness and gentleness you guys have been. I get lots of comments about these videos that we send out, and I hope you enjoy them. I enjoy doing them. We don't write out any script or any plan, as Doug will often say, but I miss my buddy. He'll be back, and hopefully next week we'll do one together. I say God bless you to all of you. Thank you for a wonderful 2023 and all of the cards and all of the gifts and gift cards and everything that, man, you guys just really overwhelmed Robin and I. We thank you from the depth of our hearts for all your kindness and goodness, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be your pastor for all of these years. God bless you. I'm looking forward to a great 2024. Snow hold off. If you drive in the snow, be careful, be safe, and hopefully I'll see you Sunday. God bless you all.